Let me share in my groups as well, so we can have people to join us. Yes, guys, this is a hot issue. We can't be quiet. We can't be quiet because the children are suffering. It's about the children. It's not about Mercy. It's not about Bowman Lusambo. The children are victims in this whole drama. So let's share, guys. Share, share, share. I'm sharing in my groups. You can share as well. We want to bring awareness to this problem. It's a hot issue in Zambia, but different people have different opinions. So for me, I am here as Nangoma Foundation advocate. I want to advocate for the children who are involved in this nightmare between Mercy and Bowman. So guys, let's share. I want to advocate for this, for the children, for the innocent children who are victims, so that the judge who is presiding on this case on February 25th can make a fair ruling so that these children are provided for financially. We don't care. Mercy, personally, I don't care. Mercy and Bowman can insult each other all they want. I don't care. But I care about the children because they are innocent and they should not be paying a price of their parents' foolishness or stupid behavior. Enough is enough, guys. Enough is enough. So let's share, let's join in. I'm going to share the Zoom link, and so you guys can just join in and we can talk about this. If we talk about it, then more people will be aware of it, and then we can actually our message can be heard in the judiciary system, so we give the children support. We are not supporting Mercy or Bowman, Mercy has her own flaws, Bowman has his own flaws, but we are looking at the children. Let us advocate for those children to be protected financially, emotionally, and spiritually. You can imagine what those children are going through. There's a lot of things going on online about Bossam, about whatever Bowman, whatever his name is, So guys, can actually our message can be heard. Yes, Stephen, I see you, Stephen. Kakumbi, I see you from Kabwe. Yes, Smikey, yes, watching, guys, share, share, share. Let's join in. I have a Zoom link for you guys to share, and we talk about Mercy and Bowman. It's about time we take this matter seriously. Yes, it's not a joke. It's not a joke, guys. So I know today is Valentine's Eve. A lot of people, they are away. They are, doing things, but I just felt that it's really important to talk about Mercy and Bowman and justice for the children. It's very, very important, guys. Yes, it's been dragging. Bowman has been dilly-dallying. I just want to appeal to all of you in Lusaka to show up at the High Court on February 25th and drum up support for Mercy. Yes, show up for Mercy and her children so that the judiciary can deliver a fair, just judgment, can deliver justice to the children. It's the children who are suffering. We don't really care about Bowman and Mercy, all these insults. The root cause of the problem, the main issue we are looking at is that the children are not taken care of, guys. Yes. So the children are not taken care of. We need the kids to be taken care of. So guys, let everyone show up if you're in Lusaka. Let everyone show up in Lusaka at the High Court February 25th, and we demand for a fair ruling for Bowman's children with Mercy. So comments, guys, comments below, guys. I see you, Dachi from Kabompo. Stephen Yenesha, I see you. Comments below, guys. Yes. Kabompo Town. How's Kabompo? How's Kabompo's Dachi? How's Kabompo? Stephen, where are you? James Makina, I see you from Solwezi. Yes. Join in, guys. Let's talk. You know, this issue is a big problem. It's like Bowman Musambo is paying people to make Messi look like a bad person. Mutinta Mwansa from Norway. Welcome, Oslo. Yes, I see you, Mutinta Mwansa. One Zambia, one nation, Mutinta and Mwansa. Yes, Kabompo is cool. Stephen, I see you. Yes. Share in your groups, guys. My video, I want to drum up support for Mercy's children. That's why I'm here. If you have friends and family, share this video who are in Lusaka so that they show up at the High Court, and we are supporting the children. The innocent children are suffering, you know. The innocent children are suffering. A lot has happened between Bowman and Mercy, but we are just here to say our heart is crying or bleeding for the kids. They are the victims. Bowman, as he's paying all kinds of people, doing all kinds of things, you know, to make Mercy look like it's a false claim. Mercy has said, let's do a DNA. But every time, you know, every time they try to do a DNA, something happens, you know. He hasn't done the DNA. So we are saying that let the judiciaries of Zambia do their job. Let them deliver justice for Mercy. Actually, not for Mercy, for the children, you know. Mercy has also her problems, but we are looking at the children because they are the ones who are suffering. Crispin Lungu, yes, good move. Yeah, indeed, more Zambian. Yes, we have to fight for the children. You know, I see people, they're insulting each other. Hey, Messi, I saw like my sister there. Is it Uraka Mubita yesterday? She's out there. I don't know where she is. She's not even in Zambia. That video has over 100,000 views. But the comments in there, people, they are just talking about why Messi is insulting. You know, the bottom line is the children. You know, as Zambians, we are a Christian nation. Where are our values? I see I'm joined by my two advocates from Nangoma, Apostle Sam and board advisor Sarah have joined the Zoom meeting. So we are here to talk, guys. We are a Christian nation. Where are our values? We have been sidetracked. We are looking at the insults that people are showering to each other. But we are forgetting the real victims, who are the children. Who is talking about the children who are sleeping without food? I saw you, Bowman, having a big plate of porridge, feeding one of his children with his wife. Meanwhile, there are 4 children out there sleeping hungry. We are a Christian nation. Let's walk our talk, you know? I don't care. Messi can insult Lusambo for all I care. I don't care about the small Kadoyo or big Kadoyo. I don't really care. I care about the children. This is why we are here to say, women, rise up. Zambian women, let's rise up and speak for our children. Me, such things, they really pain me because I'm a single mother. I raised the 3 girls by myself. But you see a man who is a millionaire failing to provide for his own children. If they are not your children, prove it, then we'll stop talking about it. Lusambo, if those children are not your children, take the DNA so that we can resolve this matter. Myself, if I was a millionaire, I would adopt those children. How much is it to feed a child? Yes, guys. So this is what we are saying. Sarah, welcome, Sarah.
Hi.
Simon, hi. The
Apostle
floor is
Mlishani.
yours. You can go ahead. Yes.
Hello, Apostle Mlishani.
Hi. Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, Zambia.
Okay. This is a very interesting topic, and I'm sorry I won't open my video because I'm at work.
Okay.
When I saw that, I said, I think I need to find time, even just a few minutes to talk about this. We've heard a lot about Macy. We've seen Macy crying, and sometimes when things happen, people just go on and blame the girl. Even amongst ourselves, I heard somebody saying, like, Miss, also, how can you allow such a thing? But even the married man himself, he didn't know that he was married to go and have children with Messi. So these immoral activities which people do, they always blame a woman. That's why we are saying women and children, they need to be looked after, because most of the time a woman is always blamed. Even where there is death, you find, because she's a woman. But when a woman dies, the man is looked at differently. So, as a human rights activist, I think this topic of mercy, it needs, people to come like us, Ranangoma, to come and protect Mercy and the children. Mercy can insult, can do whatever she wants to do, but what about the children? Just like our CEO, Queenie Pumi, has said, what about the children? Our interest is the children, because the children are the ones that are suffering because of these two people who came together. They didn't even ask for it, but these two people came together and, gave birth to these children. So they need to come up. Usambo, if he knows really that these children are not his, why can't he do a DNA test? He's got money to pay for a DNA test. And also the court system. Because in Zambia, the Human Rights Commission, they can ask the courts to do a DNA test. I've seen people where they go to the courts and the courts is the one who does the DNA test. And, this thing goes down. But see, what we know for sure, what we know, Lusambo is corrupt. He's giving money to people who can do something about this case. He's taking advantage of poor Messi, who doesn't have money to do the DNA test. Even if they did the DNA test in Zambia, we don't know if it will come out, in good standing to say Lusambo Banabak, because there's too much corruption in his head.
Exactly. Lusambo akalipira abantu to make those effort to land, but we are a Christian nation. Sorry, Sarah, to interrupt.
It's fine. Yeah, it's true. You can do that. So let me not go on talking, but the apostle can come through. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, ladies, for such wonderful contributions. It's really a sad state of affairs, and I hope and pray that many people in Zambia will wake up and just to support and stand against all these wrong vices. These are issues that should get the whole nation in the streets protesting for justice. Talking about the plight and the rights of these innocent children. Okay, like Queen Pumula said, we are not really concerned about the relationship that existed between the two. I mean, maybe that is their private life, the insults, whatever exchange of words that they have done. I think that is to them. Our main concern is about those innocent children. Okay, it was really sad hearing all these things now when we've seen this whole, minister going around showing his children, taking them to parks. We've seen his lifestyle on Facebook. We've seen the lavish kind of life that he has been displaying. Yet knowing very well that there are 4 kids out there who are barely eating. They are not going to school. The mother can't even support them. You know, looking at Mercy is just a young lady. And how does she take care of these 4 children? We are not, I mean, she's gone through a lot of trauma, a lot of difficulties to ensure that those children are still even alive today. You know, so let's also look at what Mercy has gone through. It's sad that people want to stand and side with Bowman Lusambo, including the people that they have been, I mean, he has been able to pay. You know, like Sarah is saying, we don't even know even if that DNA test was to be pushed. We don't even know if it's going to come out, you know, the exact things that are expected, because we know what politicians with their money are able to do. You know, and it's really sad. What about those children? So this man has not been thinking about these children. And you know, to be honest, I mean, I don't think a lady just wakes up from the blues and just points at you to say you are the father of these children. Okay, it simply means some things went on. I mean, and we're just telling this man to say, can you just take up responsibility? You know, she cannot just come out in the open like that. You know, it simply means these people knew each other for the whole years. I don't know how many years this has gone on, but these things have been happening. So all we are saying is that please, can Bowman Lusambo take up his responsibility, take care of those children. Okay, take care of those children. And to be honest, I would appeal to him also to even respect his wife. Because imagine the kind of you know, disturbances that this whole issue is bringing even to his wife. Okay, these things is confusing. It's confusing the nation. It's disturbing the peace of the nation. It's disturbing the peace in his own home. Can't he just man up and take up responsibility? And also the courts. We appeal to whoever is in charge of this case, whoever is looking at this case. Can we please, you know, not look at the bribes? Because I know a lot of things are happening. We've seen people have been bribed, including relatives. Including relatives of a victim, of a person who is going through all these things, have been paid to testify against their fellow. Can you see what money can do? You know, can you see how selfish people can be because of Gashinga Baba Periako?
In a Christian nation, imagine.
In a Christian nation. You know, a relative is paid to testify against their own relative because of money. It's so sad. So we are calling upon, you know, the Human Rights Commission. We are calling upon the government. We are calling upon NGOs. We are calling upon the church. Can we stand and ensure that those 4 innocent souls, those 4 innocent future leaders of this nation are protected? Okay, Mercy, to me, she's not demanding for too much. She simply says, can this man start paying, you know, monthly bills of these children? Can he take them to school? Can he provide food for them? Can he provide shelter for them? That is what she's asking for. She's not asking for too much. And to be honest, that is not what is beyond the reach of Mr. Bowman. Okay, I don't even know why he would let this whole issue go so wild like a wildfire. When he has the capacity to just even take care of those children, even without us talking about it. Okay, so
I know.
Yeah, the church, let's rise up. Let's talk on behalf of those innocent children. Let's talk on behalf of those innocent future leaders, human rights commissions. And I don't even know why is it that, you know, some people were supposed to talk about these things. You would hear people talking about useless things, things that don't even concern a life. But here is a real life situation. I know. You know, and you see the church is quiet. You see activists are quiet. You see this because it involves Bowman. You know, because it involves Bowman. Everyone seems to be scared somehow of Bowman. We are telling this man, can you man up? Can you take responsibility? Can you take care of these children? I think that's my submission for now.
Yes, thank you, Apostle. Guys, if you're just joining us, we are here. We are talking about justice for Mercy's children with Bowman Lusambo. We don't support whatever happened between them. We don't support Mercy. We condemn Mercy for insulting, you know. Insulting will not solve a problem. Mercy should just be quiet and wait for the court date for justice to be delivered for her children. You know, this internet is permanent. It's actually abuse to the children. These children, when they grow up, they are going to see these videos on Facebook about their parents. So they are permanently scarring their children. They are causing trauma to their children. Not only the children with Mercy, but also the children that Bowman has with his other wife. I don't know how many wives
exactly.
You know, so this is a trauma that is engulfing a lot of kids. It's an impact, you know, it's a huge impact. to not only these children by Mercy, but all the other kids in Lusambo's home, and also to a country as a whole. And me, why I'm here today is I have seen people attacking people who are fighting for mercy. You know, Zambians, I think our focus, let us focus on the real matters. You know, when a problem comes in, look at the root cause, you know. The problem now is we have this problem, the Mercy versus Bowman. Now the people are looking at the insult as the thing they need to solve. No, that's hypocrisy. Umulandu kuukonka panani kane. Let's follow the problem. Panani kane, we know the problem.
I know.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I know. Palas, this is where people are being vulgar and saying things they shouldn't be saying because we have stretched this for too long, you know?
I know.
When you put under so much pressure, they crack, they can lose it.
I know.
So guys, what we are saying is Umulandu is that the main problem is the children. Let's not focus on who's insulting who. Raggy, you are welcome. I see you joined us. Sarah, you have a comment? You can go ahead.
Yeah. I wanted to say that, like you are saying, like when someone, you know, you end up like Messi. Bowman. We don't know what Bowman was telling Messi for her to continue having kids with her. So Bowman is a bully. He's a big bully who is even bullying the wife in the house. You know, that wife, I don't think she's a happy soul. You know, that is a person who is a bully. Like you have rightly said, Umulo. Bowman, those children, abana bakubali abali munganda muvya bali balepishanya okulisha porridge balepishanya kuma parts. They are being affected. So he doesn't think like that. You know, this guy, I don't know his way of thinking. You know, he doesn't even look at his children. So he thinks those children who are in his home are more precious than the children that he has.
Imagine.
What type of thinking is that? And the problem that we have, I'm sorry to say this, but 3/4 of the people in Zambia, of the children in Zambia, 3/4 abengi basungwa nabanamayo with their mothers. They have abandoned their children.
Exactly.
You hear that, oh, the father nobody bakana, and people start condemning the child that wish. These are the things that happen. It's only that he doesn't know who's going to look after him one day. Maybe a child from Mercy. He doesn't know what will come out. Yeah, he doesn't know what will come out of the children from his home. He doesn't know. If he doesn't know, you know. So he should be very careful. Please don't look at Mercy's insults. Look at the DNA. We want the results to come out, and so that this man who is called Lusambo should start looking after his own kids. There is no way No. We are not going to allow that anymore. As human rights advocates, we are not going to allow that. This should end. So you went Lusambo, pack your bags on that day and go to the court and and you know, make sure that the courts also, you do a DNA and the pastor bachilanda without any activity. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
Let me quickly chip in. You know, it's hard. That's why these are people who were in charge of the whole nation. We are calling them our leaders. You know, there's and they were called honorables actually in parliament. I think people need to understand what it means to take up leadership role in a nation, as well as being called that word and honorable. Honestly speaking, busy respecting no, but honorable, when their children fall outside there. God knows how many actually. Maybe they will take 4 people, So money cannot buy everything. If we have such kind of people in the forefront, they are the ones who are, are in charge of national affairs. Honestly, not quite one ever ready to folk. And like Sarah has said, what about the wife in the home? She's not happy. No matter how she can pretend, these issues are, they're affecting her psychologically, they're affecting her emotionally. Even the same children in the house. Imagine the way they grow and then they'll see all these things that we're talking about now, and then they'll realize this is what their father has done. And, it's not only Bowman, but I think this is a word that we should send to our men out there. Molanda Feminova said there's no need of apologizing for the statement that there are a lot of men, okay, who have kept their children, those that they had with their girlfriends, those that there's karma is real. Whatever you are doing will eventually catch up with you. Eventually, it will catch up with you. That's what we've seen. But a lot of them, we can't even just mention names here. We've seen people, ministers, but today they are barely living on handouts. These things are real. These things are real. You cannot let 4 children, innocent children, failing to find a proper place to sleep, failing to have a good meal. Yet the man has been all over distributing money. In Zambian record, if there's a minister who has given out money, throwing out money, it has been Uncle Bowman. But Bowman has thrown out money more than any other minister in the history of Zambia. The man would be in every place. After power station, I pay 50,000 yapon, 100 yapon. When you have children who are suffering, like seriously, So some of these things, we're just digging our own graves. We are just simply digging our own graves. And actually, nowadays as a nation, it's difficult even for God to bless us. There are a lot of these issues, and they're just hidden all over. These issues are hidden. There are a lot of men. It's not only Bowman. I think this should also go to every other man out there, and also to the people who are going to be supporting these people, those who are taking bribes. We are planting a very bad seed to this nation. We are planting a seed that will leave. It will be so difficult to get rid of some of the cases that are coming because of some of these actions from people like Mr. Sam. So I think we really need to take up responsibility as men. Let's make sure that we're doing the right thing out there. Yeah.
Thank you, Apostle Raggi. You are here. So, guys, if you're just joining us, I see a lot of people watching online. Share. We are talking about justice for the children that were born between Mercy and Bowman Lusambo. So this problem actually it's not only for the children between Bowman and Mercy. It's also a family problem between Bowman and his wife at home. And then we are saying that this is a big problem. Bowman is actually a big figure in a political scene. And we have seen that even the current government, department of, we don't have religious affairs, social welfare department, whatever department is in charge of looking to social welfare, they are quiet, they are mute. We are calling upon you to step in and make a statement, say something, to say, what, Bowman, take care of your kids. In fact, Bowman should be disciplined from his party. This is what I'm thinking. This is just my opinion. Bowman is an honorable member of parliament. His case is going to court. He's a member of PF. He's a high-ranking official in PF. I believe that if we are straightforward people, the PF secretariat, whatever, they can call a press conference and address this issue and call Lusambo privately. These PF guys, they store a lot of money. Definitely all of them can afford to chip in. We are some 100,000 and keep Mercy quiet until they resolve the matter in court. What kind of people are we? If it finished, cannot we No, things will not solve themselves. And we cannot allow bad things happening to innocent children. We are just following whoever is trending on Facebook, trying ordinary people like myself, ordinary people like Eureka Mubita. Her video has got almost over 100,000 views. very passionate about Mercy. Following there and then condemning her for Hutukana. Tuanaka. We need Zambian leaders to stand up to man up to the task. When you are a leader, you lead in various ways, not only political role. You lead in social dramas. Eh? You lead if there is a problem in the religious environment. You step up to the plate as leaders and make a statement. You call closed door meetings and resolve this. There are 4 children involved here, for crying out. This thing is personal to me because even me, I was a single mother. I raised 3 girls by myself. For someone who turned a blind eye and went the other way, and he forgot he had children and concentrated on children he had with the other woman. So for me, this is passionate. It's really passionate. And if it means taking Bowman to court personally as a foundation, we will do it. But what I'm saying is we don't have to do it because we are in a government, we're in a civilized world. We have these government departments and organizations. We have families. Bowman is not just a nobody. Why don't the PF sit Bowman down and, Bowman, if you don't want to support the money, all those ministers, whatever, they can contribute and help pay for Mercy's whatever. You are busy bribing money when your children are sleeping hungry. Really? It's nonsense. It's really nonsense. Where somebody else and that girl, she's an orphan. When she was 14 years.
Child abuse.
Yes, that's why she's going all through this, because she's an orphan. The only relatives who are there, they are eating money from Lusambo. It's blood money. But the children who should be getting that money are sleeping hungry. What kind of a country are we? Really?
Yeah.
Right,
Okay,
you can come in.
Can I say something before he comes in? Maybe, yeah. So I wanted to say, when I heard you say that Lusambo started having, affair with Macy when she was 14 years, if it's true that Lusambo started her sleeping with that girl when she was 14 years, Lusambo should be charged with defilement. So he has 2 cases. Iabana na defilement. We need to do that. The courts, they need to bring it up because he defiled that child. Because in Zambia, anyone under 16 years old is defilement. So that's another case. That's what I wanted to say. So the people of Zambia should know that Lusambo defiled that girl because you cannot start sleeping with a person who is 14 years. That is defilement. It's another case. So the courts should take it upon themselves. You might never judge Zambia. What type of school corrupt? Many of you are corrupt in Zambia. My judges, you are corrupt. I remember when my husband was killed, I was pregnant. I was taken to court by my in-law. Instead of those people, my judges who could side with me, a widow, I was crying. But let's side with somebody who had money, I can administrate. What type of you? So we need this thing of Lusambo to go on in a proper way. Or else, like Queen Pumi is saying, we can take it up as a human rights advocate, as Nangoma Foundation. We can take it up and do a DNA in the United States of America. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say for now.
I'm wondering, I'm emotional. This subject is emotional because that woman, Mercy, in fact, she's a strong woman. It's not easy for someone to come and say all that in public. She's a strong woman, and there are many girls such as that.
Yeah, but let me just come in. So you would see how really stranded Messi is from the time that all these revelations come. I mean, she has been kept by Chifatayali. Okay, Chifatayali took her in for some days. It's well wished. I don't know if she has even found an apartment now where she's staying. I was advertising on his page. Can we please contribute money? And people came through. People contributed money. People contributed food. People contributed, money for upkeep and everything. Until she was, I think, finally able to move into an apartment that they rented. At first, it was the issue of the lodge. Until they couldn't sustain her in a lodge, then Tali took her in his house. Now you look at all these struggles that this lady has gone through. Yet there's a whole minister out there, okay, a former minister who has a lot of money, busy bribing people. When a woman who has your children is being, surviving on the begging, people are coming to her aid to say, can we contribute? Can we help? Can we help? Honestly speaking, I don't even know if now right now she has been found an apartment where she's staying or something like that. If she's still staying with Diali, and if not, what about the children? Who is keeping the children? How are they surviving over there? Obviously, it's Messi's relatives who are taking care of those four, and yet we have this whole person that will be all over the place trying to show, they're big people, they have money, and that's why if you notice, it was from after these issues. That's what I'm saying. These things are sensitive. They follow. Okay, curses, cries of a child, cries of a woman are real things. It was in this same process that now even the AC started following him up. No, even she's now being prosecuted. All these things started with the issue of Messi started. So some of these things we just look at them and we just take them lightly, but they have even repercussions, they have implications in the end that are just going to be terrible. That's what I'm saying. We've seen people with money, but today they have nothing to show. If you tell they were in the government, they have nothing to show. One, their money is their businesses are questionable, whatever money they have is questionable. Yet to pick up on a theme, can we be real? Let's not hide in the Christian nation. Let's not hide in terms of because we are Christians. Bowman is, and that's the other thing. Not only calling upon human rights activists. Bowman Usambo is a member of the Bread of Life Church. Okay, he claims to be a member of the Bread of Life Church. He attends Bread of Life. Why can't even the bishop himself, Joy Makan, she's a son in the church? Talk to this guy. Can we handle this issue? Not only his fellow politicians. This simply means we are losing it as a nation. We are losing our values. It seems it's just with everyone. It's with men of God, it's with politicians, it's with judges. It seems this whole thing just with everyone. And how can we even be blessed as a nation like this? Okay, here's a church
Bishop,
please.
Sorry to cut you short. You have a bishop, the Bread of Life. We all go to church, bishop, and you are a bishop, you are a pastor. Put ni heavy nani can offer. Eh?
Now she was Sarah. Since he offers heavily, why can't Waima Kando send out Bamba Kumulipida? They start paying her money from the tithe.
That's it.
From Queenie Pumi, from Bread of Life. Why I don't know guys in that for myself. Ali send that offering 200 kwacha. Ali bali mwing shamasels.
Imagine.
You think Imakando is got the heart to do something? Exactly.
Oh, it's like we see so much hypocrisy. Simple 200
kwacha, 200 kwacha from the offering. Ali shirikwe, ali ngira masels. Tikabola.
So
Zambians, we have to get rid of this hypocrisy mentality. You know what? That's why we are one of the richest countries in the world, but we are so poor because we are hypocrites.
You're in a hypocrisy because, like Lusambo, the way he's doing things, to street kids. We have a lot of street kids. Lusambo also is adding on the number.
Imagine. Because they don't care about street kids. They don't
You know?
care, Sarah.
Because we've seen people adopting children who are not even blood related.
If often, you know, I was thinking
But
about that,
in
Sarah.
I don't know.
Abasungu balema kuno ayasenda omwana from the village amusenda tamwishiba different DNA amusenda omwana nomba iwe umwana kashuyo at one time you loved that girl, you told that
Imagine.
woman you loved her, even if it's not your blood, just for the fact that you have that connection with that woman, you can do something.
Exactly.
You can do something. What kind of hypocrites do we have in Zambia? Umwana kashuwa alimutemenwe.
But these
Abyala
are Christian.
omwana ayisakuliwe nangutebana bakwe ifi. Mercy went her way. The fact that at one time there was something between them that connected them. If Mercy, because he has all this money, if Mercy came to Lusambo to say Lusambo ngafa, Mercy Lusambo can help her. It's pocket change.
Exactly.
It's pocket change. Everybody ever somebody learned that, you know, me, when the issue of Tarsila came up, when Tarsila Lungu, when she bought that piece of land, Yak Forest, when they were saying, no, where did she find 2 billion? What does Lusambo say? Lusambo was on record saying, no, why are you questioning Tarsila over that your 2 million Mleranda? Me, that's my shopping. Yet their 4 children were suffering, but going
I'm just
comparing
myself.
Perfume.
Nobody perfume.
Yeah, he's sick.
At my wife's perfume can pay your rent. This thing is upsetting, you know, because this is the trend which has been going on for years in Zambia. Men abandon their financial responsibilities to their children. And we have to fix this because it's not going to fix itself. In the end, these same children they abandon are the one who come taking care of them. No. Kuna kwa America, the law, the law takes over. Child support ya ingira. We need to change our laws in Zambia.
Exactly. What happens? Say it again.
So what happens, like for me, Panoma, if I feel Messi will just go. In fact, it won't even reach that far. What happens, any woman, if they have a child, they go to the CPS, Child Protective Services. They register, I have so many children with him. CPS takes over. If that guy is working, they take money. Government directly from the paycheck of the person. No, and then that money comes from that person's paycheck to the government, and then a check is cut from the government to the person. So takubana contact ya muntu. And then if that person is tarebomba, if that person stops working, the government continues paying the mother the child support monthly until if he misses 1 year in Congole, that means you owe the government 1 year in Congole. But the mother will not suffer because the government will continue paying child support. So that's why a street kid. Because the government has put it in structure that every mother will get a check, whether the guy is supporting or not. In Congole, they are supposed to be to the state. So the state goes after Lusambo now to do it. And this is the laws we should change in Zambia. Zambia, we have money. Not what a CDF funding, CDF fund. They use this money and pump it into child support program so that we help mothers and get our children off the streets.
Exactly. They put them in jail.
Yeah. Especially
jail.
So we have to be intentional. How are we going to end this? It's not rocket science. Other countries have implemented these laws and they are working. But if we're Zambia, no, we are failing to contain a minister who's so greedy, like nobody can even touch him, including his pastor. Inenga ne oba imakando nganalisi musenda mesi na mu papele type every week in them plan and 1,000 whatever. I give us enough money, we'll pay her rent. As a church, that is what a church is supposed to do. Not to move the tayari ulia. We are hypocrites in Zambia.
Church to Zambia, they just ask from you. They even label you if you are not contributing.
Yeah, India, she wanted there for the shop.
So the way forward, the courts, we're quoting judges
tag. If you know it, Lusaka High Court will tag them. We just tag them. Yeah.
The courts do your job. Mwira sangana muya kumayanda kumwenu munamulala mule tontonkanya fimbi mule tontonkanya fyo mwasambirira muri bukoti bwenu maziyali oko nochukula chitafe amasangala toni kutemwe mpya.
These judges in Zambia, they will plunge our country in chaos.
Greedness kwa ibasa nokuba greedy nako bakatwala mpya katushinga ni kwisa.
They all die and leave that money.
Exactly. Mlekwata mayanda 48. So we need a good DNA test. But Lusambo knows very well. He knows, that's why he goes bragging, these are my children. I didn't come on my test. And yes, that was a West night. I don't know this name.
Yeah, poor. Lusambo Monday, I can't even want to see my two. You know, because I'm a mother. I know the pain. I know the pain of sleeping, having 4 children, and not knowing that my Baba Nankabali changed.
I know.
I know that pain of being a mother, having 4 children, and wondering where your next meal is going to come from.
I know.
And then for Messi, it's even more painful when you see the father of the children bragging, owning 48 houses. So can you blame Messi kutukana Lusambo? When you tell me honestly, ume actually shabana for elo alechta brag 2 million is pocket change. Elo wena wika mukanganda mo beka tushoko udi aba nataba kwete nangu ni nanka ni bread or ni tea.
Out to afurwa.
You actually stop reasoning. You just, I know, it's crazy. It's unimaginable that, you know, and it's God, you know, this is actually God revealing. Ni revelation, Lusambo is going to have a great fall in his life. I'm telling you. Lesa te wakwangasha. Ifiramba fiaba na te fia kwangasha. That Lusambo, his ending will be very bad. Ndemieva. Ero na babruru bakwa Messi bene ama aunties ukuladi MP amuli bana kashibashani mwebene. I watched one video where Messi alelondola ma aunties bakwe bonse ali babosha. Bale MP ashakwa Lusamba ama sisters babanyina bakwa Messi.
Some people.
Some of you women, I don't even want to say it. You know, because this is a dirty. If life yakwa Messi, it's like the love of money. Abantu bali temwe MP yakwe bati bali shisha no mwana wabo Messi bali mushtisha. For me, yeah, it's heartbreaking. It's like I can't do that. My umwana one sister one, chimono mwana one, I'll fight for the best. Nobody can bribe me. You were auntie wakwa Messi. If you know any of our Messi's aunties, tag them. I want you, Messi's aunties, to escort Messi change. Repentance. Repent of your sins. Repent and support Mercy and her children. Even not if you don't support Mercy, support Yabana. Repent ask for forgiveness from God and do the right thing.
Sambo is very corrupt, hey? Even corrupting Mercy's relatives.
Nanguli omulumendu ati Lakson ni cousin wakwa Mercy. Bamulipira empio kulanda tewalele na Mercy, one of the children bana bakwa Mercy.
Yeah, that's horrible.
It's horrible.
That's horrible. We don't want those children to be on the streets. We have a lot of street kids in Zambia. Obo tulefa tuyafundisha ifo bana ngoma foundation. Yero mrefa kutundira pona bambi namba na imbi. Katulefwaya. So
Tuleyafundisha
Lusambo,
abana
we need to,
babafinondo Sarah. Abana babafinondo
Lusambo, if we
tuleyafa.
Lusambo, if we were taking a charge of looking after those kids, they didn't write you a letter. They didn't ask you to go and meet Mercy. Imwe babiri mwambire fyedi achitienu mwafyala abana. So bali abana mufiremu abasunga. Okay? Mufiremu abasunga. Ba Lusambo mwe batulemye bati limbita mufa bwino ekisungu echo tulela bino. Tulabire kona muchilamba pakuti mumfe ba Lusambo abana byenu nga mwafyala abana nomukashana balasunga. Mwe muri kwete endalamu. Ishingi ba Lusambo. Na perfume mulashita kuti mwaforeshana renti perfume ya bakashipera. Efe mule chitire cha musango efe kindo ba Lusambo mwe. Mule kutika. Lusambo should be tagged. Sungen fya abana. What abana ni munga ba musango shane wenga firo kushita Lusambo kushitira abana. People are looking after people who don't even have the DNA in their bodies. Balesunga. Imoti Lusambo tumakana kusunga mwa kwete like Pumulo is saying, mwali kwete relationship na Mercy. Tumafiro kusunga abana benu sure. Tumafiro kusunga abana ngokumwafilisha fe Mercy tumafiro kumwafwa. Nama million yenu 2 million we are shopping. Tumafati 2 million for 10 years nakula sungira muona nikane Mercy. Na abana baba. Now 5 years, we 2 million. Nikulu sana. Muti muvi. Ucho ba unawira nechalo ba PF.
I know.
It's good you went.
Anyway, ineninda nimpuisha kuchwambo kutukana palast. I'm so upset. Like ilili ashiri. It's like it's uncalled for because everybody's quiet. The people who should be talking, they are quiet, you know.
Where are the apostle Simon? Mwari kumushi. Tuale umfati women lobby, YMCA, Shanjan, very quick. Is the apostle around?
But apostle, I think, yeah, he's there. Balais.
So, am I audible?
Yes.
Okay, I'm saying some of these organizations, whatever they are called, you know, it's these things that we are doing must be done with a heart, you know. But if we have people who are running these things and yet their focus is just on monies, I think I was sharing that I don't know it was the last Zoom meeting we had. It's funny to see organizations coming on TV right now. You know, there are those parliamentary committees that have been put when they're discussing a particular topic. They're inviting some of these organizations to represent, and you'd hear a number of them coming up. No, I see we are talking about this. We talk about human rights, and you say like, what? Where have they been? You know, a lot of things have happened.
Where are they talking? Where are they talking? They want to be funded.
That's the problem. When there's a workshop, when they are funding, you know, and that is where we have the problem. So, you know, some of these leaders, we need people who are really, it deserves to be called that, you know. So, yeah, but yeah, so let it be known that we are following up this issue. I think what kind of quote in the mind, so that we hear what is going to happen, and we offer solidarity to those innocent children. You know, we need to be there.
So it's February 25th, I think. So we just need to drum up support for everyone to show up, to show solidarity for the children, not for Messi.
No,
Require money to be funded. Afunye MP abale mupera Messi or whoever ulesunga abana abale mupera MP ya kusambisha mwabana. Ufifia kulia food. You know. Messi's children should have the same lifestyle with the Lusambo's children. Whatever munganda. Katulefa atilo bakaba pere kaka settlement akanono abana bale kala mukomboni. No. Bowman must rent a big house equivalent kuri yengandeyo ekala muno omukashi wakwe na bale abana bakwe should live the same lifestyle with those children. Me, I'm also going to look into this in a settlement. It has to be equivalent on par with abana bakwa Bowman bali abali mubya munganda n'abana bakwa Messi. In fact, they should rent a house in the same neighborhood so that they have the same lifestyle. Na kuma skulu kuya kuma skulu ya moyene. Shirefa ankomfati abana bakwa Messi bali ya government school elo bali bambi bali ya private school. If all the children go to government school, let them go to government school. This is what we want from the judge. We want a fair ruling to treat Mulusambo's children equally.
That's it.
What kind of leaders are you? So is this how you are teaching our future leaders to be, or future husbands? What are our young men learning from your behavior, Iwalusambo?
It's funny. No, we go for a DNA. Seriously?
DNA show up. I swear, you produce fake results, you will see the wrath of God.